can find her also on Twitter at Trista_Crick. The host of BetMGM tonight in the NBA podcast Heat Check with Trista Crick is on twitch.tv/Chicago670 The Score. All right, what are you seeing out there? What's interesting?
Oh, I think the thing that was really, really, really interesting to me is the JJ Redick Rob Pelinka duo. I was sitting in my seat and I was just trying to like get a little content. I'm texting some people in the media to see where they're at. And I look over and there's Rob. And I text Anthony Irwin, who also produces my podcast, Heat Check, but also is a Lakers insider. He has a podcast that's awesome, Lakers Lounge, an Odyssey podcast. And so I text Anthony because we were just talking about how Rob and he are going to have some sort of weird, awkward interaction, most likely at Summer League. And I go, there's your guy. And then all of a sudden I see JJ pull up. They're dressed completely the same. White shirt, jeans, some sort of like hipster shoe, you know, the ones without laces. And so they got that on. And then Rob like leads JJ over to his seat and puts his hand on his lower back. And I'm like, this is just the most awkward thing. And I'm watching them for probably 15 minutes because I'm a people watcher in general, but I'm obviously more focused on NBA people than anything. And JJ just, I don't know, I'm like an energy reader. That's just like maybe something that I look too deep into. Maybe you can say I psychoanalyze. JJ looked like he's just not stoked to really be standing next to Rob Pelinka and being near him and to talking to him. He either has incredibly negative energy all the time and like is a very intense dude all the time, or he's very like not so stoked on Rob Pelinka. So I made some texts, and the rumor is that very fairly, JJ Redick may not be particularly sold on Rob Pelinka and is a little skeptical of Rob Pelinka as a decision maker, which if you've been paying attention to what the Lakers have done this offseason or pretty much any offseason is totally fair. And then what was also funny about that is that I kept seeing all these old coaches, and I'm not like really focused on the Laker beat and them building out their coaching team, but every person that JJ Redick has added to his coaching staff, they also just happen to be right there, and they're walking down, he's dapping them up. So yeah, that was a really incredibly interesting interaction.